Hello, hello. Oh, got sounds, got sounds. Hello, hello, hello. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Okay, that's working. Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Boom. Is this gonna be the last live stream of July? It is gonna be the last live stream of July. If you're along in the live stream, say hello in the chat. Let me know you're here, and we'll get going. Hey, bud, how you doing? You right, Mr. Squirrel? Um, yeah, how's things going? How's things going? Hey, DC Flogs, what's up? Happy Saturday, guys. Wherever you guys are in the world, I hope it's less rainy than it is here in England, because it's very rainy here today. Thankfully, I'm here. Yep. Boom. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna restring my guitar here in the live stream, and then hopefully play some songs. I got some new boom 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 guitar strings the other day. I signed up to Amazon Prime so I could get these the next day because I've been whacking my strings for the last few months, and they are nearly dead. And I got my first gig in 4 months this coming Sunday, so I need to get some new guitar strings. So I'm going to restring for you guys, and yeah, there you go. I've timed myself, and I've done it in less than 10 minutes before, so we'll see how it goes. So yes, DC Vlogs, hello my friend, how you doing? How you doing? We've got a third person in the live stream. Say hello in the chat, and yeah, cool beans. Right, man. Right, I got to get my little twiddly thing. This, boom, 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 boom. This is the ultimate guitar tool right here. I've had this since I was 12 or 13. It's like the oldest piece of kit I have. I don't know how I've managed to hang on to it for all these years, but I have, and it's just great. It survived. Right. What's been going on with your weeks, guys? Has you had a good week? Um, yeah, mine's been good. Mine's been all right. Pretty busy, to be honest. Hey Jay, how you doing? You good? You good? Um, boom. Right. Look at all this stuff up on the strings, all these confusing things. Because with guitar strings, they all come color coded. So yeah. Mental. Yeah. Crazy Squirrel, you went camping. Oh, great. How was camping, bud? Was it good? Um, was it sunny? Did it rain? What happened? Joe, yeah, I'm good. Great to see you've got a gig coming up. Yeah, I'm playing in Salisbury tomorrow. One of my favourite venues to play, a place called the Winchester Gate. Friendly with the guy who runs the place, Rob. He's an awesome guy. He's put me on tons of times. And so yeah, I'm really pumped to be playing a gig again. Remember those, Joe? Gigs, they were fun, eh? Yeah, pumped to be playing one again. And yeah, doing a little afternoon slot in the back garden at the Winchester Gate tomorrow, sometime between 2 and 5. So if anyone here is not too far away from Salisbury, come on down, because it's going to be really fun. Crazy Squirrel, good, sunny. Oh, your camping trip was sunny. That's great, man. That's great. I'm glad it was. Yeah, yeah. Man, I'm not a big fan of camping. I've got like a camping horror story from when I camped at Reading Festival by myself in 2008. Um, so maybe I'll tell you guys the my camping story at one point. It's probably my favorite story to tell. I mean, it was kind of tragic, but kind of funny looking back at it. That's the thing about hindsight, isn't it? Yeah, camping, man. Well, I'm glad you had a good trip. Right, Joe saying, I know Salisbury and the venue really well. I used to live near there, and yeah, I do remember them. Haha, I have one in September. Oh, fantastic. You got a gig in September, Joe. That's great. Really, really glad you've got a gig coming up. Where are you playing, Joe? Let us all know. Um, but yeah, Salisbury's great. I really like Salisbury as a place. It's kind of similar to Winchester, where I was living for 9 years, which is a beautiful city as well. So yeah, definitely a big fan of that part of the country. Very fond of it. So yeah, Salisbury. Where is Salisbury? Salisbury's in Wiltshire, so it's towards the kind of the southwest region. It's kind of near Dorset and that sort of area. In Wiltshire, you've got Swindon, and I think Trowbridge is in Wiltshire as well. I've played a few gigs in Wiltshire in my time. Um, yeah, so it's Wiltshire is a cool place. What's going down, Joe? I'm playing in London at the 93 Feet East Club. Oh, I've heard of that place. That's really cool, Joe. I hope you have a great gig. Um, yeah, London's a cool place to play. I always feel like whenever I play in London, I feel a part of something bigger than myself. I remember me and my friend Billy, who I do my podcast Weekend Rock Stars with. I remember when we were up in London for one of his gigs years ago, and we were just walking up the Thames towards the place he was playing, and we are just discussing how, like, when you play in London, like you feel part of something bigger, and I don't know why. I guess just because it's the capital, so being part of it, playing in London's kind of cool. I'm not the biggest fan of London, I must say, but I'm getting used to it a bit more. More of when I moved back home in October, started reconnecting with some friends I haven't really seen in a while, and quite a few of them have moved up to London. I got a friend who moved up to New Malden, and a friend who moved up to Ealing, and I visited them both. New Malden, not that great, but Ealing, kind of cool. I liked Ealing a lot, so might have to get a gig there. Anywho, boom, what's going on? Gio, yeah, it's really good fun playing in London. Have you ever listened to London Calling by the Clash? Have I ever? In fact, yeah, I did a ukulele cover last year of London Calling for Ukulele Month. For me, Joe, August is Ukulele Month here in the channel, where I'm exclusively playing ukulele across all my videos. Because I used to teach ukulele and I loved ukulele, and I always pick the guitar over uke. So when it gets to August, I'm just like, right, I'm just going to devote a whole month to playing the ukulele. So I'm going to be doing some originals and some covers in August here on the channel on the ukulele, but this time with some more accompaniment. So yeah, you can check out my London Calling ukulele video on the channel. Obviously, you got to go back to August last year, but there is a ukulele month um, playlist that you can check out. What's going on? Squirrel. That's weird. My friend is called Billy. Yeah, it's a common name, isn't it? Yeah, I met my friend Billy at a gig. He's a musician as well. Met at a gig in Staines, which is just up the road from here. We met 10 years ago. Um, and it was a month before I was going off to university. So it's not really the time that you start making new friends back home. It's the time where you're saying goodbye to friends, and certain friendships that you've had back home, that's kind of as far as they're going to go, because you're all going to go off your separate ways. But then I make this friend that I've had for the last 10 years, so it's bizarre. you know, um, there you go. Good chap. Right, I think I'm going to have a go at restringing the guitar. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, they used to, on the back of the Dadari packet, have the colors of the strings, because as you're about to see, they're all color coded. Now they put it on the back of the packet, but yeah. Oh, I get it now. If you see the packet, it's got 8 strings on there, and I only need 6. So I see. It's because the Dario must do 8-string guitars as well, so they just put the same thing on every packet. But Okay, it's color coded. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, cool. What else has been going on, guys? What's crack-a-lacking? Oh, boom. Right. You get them in your little circles. Hey, little Doctor Strange, Sonic the Hedgehog, golden circles. Anyone see that Sonic the Hedgehog movie earlier in the year? Me and Billy, we actually went to see it, and we were doing a double bill. We were doing a double bill of what were we doing? We were doing a double bill of Sonic the Hedgehog and Parasite, right? And Parasite was obviously the film that won the Oscar, and then Sonic the Hedgehog had Jim Carrey in it. So we were like, we got to see this. So we go along to the cinema, and we go see Sonic first. And there's some like noisy kids, like running up and down the aisle. And so we're like, great, that's exactly what you want at a cinema. And then there was a couple next to us, and they brought a baby along, or like a 1-year-old. I really don't know the difference, but and the little baby was just crying the whole time, and right next to us. And so the mother, she took out her phone and started playing something on YouTube for the kid with the sound on there right next to me. And it's just like, have you ever been to a cinema before? It's like you're supposed to shut up. And like, if you got a kid that young that you need to calm down with YouTube, maybe stay at home. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I can't imagine being a parent's easy. Must be difficult. I got friends younger than me who are parents, and I just really, oh my word, can't imagine it myself. There you go. I love this little twiddly thing. Just do this for hours. That's it. Oh, loosening them all up. Oh man, I can't wait to play tomorrow. I mean, it's all weather dependent. Whether I do get to play tomorrow, I might not get the chance. It might rain again. It was supposed to be today, but yeah, it got moved to tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't rain again tomorrow, and hopefully it all dries up. That would be good, eh? Yeah, I spent a big chunk of this week rehearsing my set. I'm really excited because I spent lockdown making YouTube video after YouTube video and song after song, and I've got so many new songs now. I'm ready to go out and play, and this is finally the opportunity to go test a lot of them live. Because I hate kind of recording a song before you've had a chance to like go play it live. Because when you play it live, you test it out and you see how a big group of people respond to it, and so you're getting that immediate sort of feedback to a song. Whereas if you just sit in a studio and write a song and record it there, you can make it sound great. But then when you take it out live, it's just weird. We did that a lot of the second album. We wrote a lot of stuff, in the rehearsal room, and we liked it. But then, we never took it out live. And then by the time we did take it out live, the songs were what they were. And when you go out live and play songs evolve and change and parts expand. And, I think it's part of the lifespan of a song that when you go out live, and you take out new songs, they grow in that space, they change. If you do everything in a studio first and then go out, oh, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Oh, right. I'm getting there with this. Strings, eh? Oh. Right. Hey. Oh, we're down to one person. I've scared everyone else off with my guitar strings. Oh dear. Oh, crazy operation here. Nearly there. Oh, it's crazy. the high-end strings that are the most difficult getting off. Ah, come on. Come on. Hey, 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 hey. Getting it. Got it. Got it. Boom. One more to go. It's going to be worth it once it's restrung, and it will sound beautiful. There we go. To anyone who just sees like the moving thumbnail of what's going on here and is not actually watching, it must look bizarre. They're just like, what is he doing? What is he winding? Oh, man. Ah, boom. Right. Is it easy? Is it easy playing guitar or is it easy restringing? It's not too difficult. So, I mean, first you got to take the strings off the top of the guitar. You got to unwind the machine heads with the little twisty. Little wee. You got to do that first, which, yeah, doesn't take too long. Some people take one off at a time and put a new one on, but I get confused, so I just take them all off and restring. That's how I do it. Everyone's got their own method. It's no wrong or right way to do it. And then with acoustic, obviously you've got the pins in the bottom. These were all once black. These two black ones are the only remaining ones, and even these have popped out. And I've been running out the door to a train, at the end of a night, and I've had other acts running up to me going, "Hey, you dropped this," and I go, thanks. I've lost so many of these things in the time, so that all the white ones are new. So yeah, on the guitar tool, yeah, it's this little bit here which you can see, this little fally. I don't know what to call it, the little dip, which you use to pick up the pins, essentially. So I just pull the pins out, lay them all down on the desk, like so. Oh, Quaboom. Right. Then, voila. Then I pull all the strings out, and some people keep the strings. Some people will take their strings off and place them in like a warm basin of water to get all the dirt off them, because I don't know if you could see the dirt from the strings. No, that looks pretty. Maybe you can see a little bit of the dirt on the side. Yeah, and obviously the dirtier and just older they become, the more likely they are to snap. I know some people who haven't restrung their guitars, like acoustic guitars, in years. I'm like, I've got to, like, when I'm gigging and playing, like, I don't know, 3 nights a week, sometimes I got to be restringing like every couple of shows, because it's like I will constantly be breaking strings. What's going down, man? Your voice would be good in a Disney movie. Oh, cheers, man. Yeah, that'd be cool to do some voice acting one day. I love acting, man. Yeah, if you know Disney, tell them to hit me up, because, yeah, I'm game. Cool. Right, so we've done that part of it. Now my guitar is completely naked. Look how naked she is. Right, I'm going to give her a quick dust. I got a little thing here for dusting. What are you saying, Joe? I find that the G string is the most difficult to tune. It annoys me so much. Oh, man. G strings, pesky G strings, really annoying. I even go inside. Lots of dust in blood. Yeah, just the higher end strings are just really annoying. They just never want to stay in tune for me. yeah, again, I do hit my guitar really hard, so I don't blame the strings for being a bit funky. Right, I just give the guitar a good clean all round. Oh, get the headstock all cleaned. Get all cleaned up the neck. I had friends who, when we turned 16, I got a job in a supermarket stacking the shelves in the frozen section, and some of them they got jobs in guitar shops just restringing guitars. That was their job for like a couple of years till they went to university. I was always envious of that because I had freezing cold hands at the end of a shift. I'd come home and my hands would be claws, like I couldn't move. And like they'd come home and like their hands would be all cut up from doing guitar strings, restringing. But it's just like, I want your job. What we got going on in the chat? Crazy Squirrel. My dad is trying to make a movie. Oh, that's cool, man. What kind of movie is he trying to make? Man, I'm envious. I'd love to make a movie. Before I started doing my music YouTube seriously back at the beginning of last year, I back in 2018 I started up an animation channel called 30 Little Hacksaws, which is still up. You can still watch the animations. I can't draw. I couldn't then and I can't now. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I started this animation channel because I did a creative writing degree to sort of like hone that side of myself, because I've always been a storyteller, but more of a songwriter. So I did my degree and really grew that side of myself, which I'm really happy I did because it definitely impacted my songwriting in a good way. But yeah, I did the animations for a while and got, I think, like 10 subscribers in 5 months. Didn't do particularly well there. Definitely did a lot better doing the music stuff. Though if I was to go back on the animation channel, I definitely think I could do a lot better now. I get a few more subscribers along the way. Yeah, so yeah, that's that. Yeah, but out of that animation channel, I came up with my song Two Cats because it was all supposed to be a silly animation, and then it sort of became one of my signature songs. So yeah, there you go. So check out 30 Little Hacksaws if you're up for it. Anyway, Squirrel, what's going down? Space and Zombie. Your dad's making a space and zombie movie. Oh, is he making a space movie and then a zombie movie, or is he making a zombie in space movie? I need to know. These are important details. Either way, that's really cool, bud. Yeah, right. Okay, time to put the strings on. Time to put the strings on. Ooh, what one? We got gold first. Got the gold string first. The annoying thing is about the string companies is they give you strings in these pairs. So when you just need one at a time. You're not putting two strings on at a time. So when you unwind, it's like springing out barbed wire or something. So now you have to find somewhere else to put your spare string, you know. So you lie it on the ground. Unfortunately, I've sort of got a brown goldish carpet. And so, that string's going to disappear into the carpet like a snake into long grass. So hopefully I find my A string. Anyway, let me get this first string in and I'll see what's going on in the chat. So yeah, let's see. So basically, yeah, you poke it in the hole, you get your pin, which has got a little ridge in it. You might be able to see, and then you poke it with the ridge pointing up towards the head of the guitar. Pull it up tight. Hey, there we go. Got it. Okay, so you can just about see the head of the guitar there. Okay. Pull it nice and tight, and then we're just going to do a couple of circles round, just 2, and then poke her up. Yep, poke it in the hole. Gotta love poking that hole. Hey, hey. Garrote wire. There you go. Right, so now I've got it tied in. So you poke it in the hole, you put the pin in, you make sure it's nice and tight and there's not lots of remaining string underneath because that will cause you nightmares later on. You run it up, you spin it round, and yeah, now we're just going to tighten that string. We're not going to tune it to begin with. We're just going to tighten it up, get it good so I can snip off the bit at the top. Sometimes I leave it on when I'm feeling a bit kooky, but actually it's way better if you cut it because sometimes live that spare bit of string will start causing you trouble. There we go. Oh, can you hear that? That modulation. Whee. And I sort of, when I'm putting it on, I'm twisting it both ways. You know, I don't want to just keep cranking up the tension because it's going to put way more tension on the string. So as I tighten, I'm also loosening it back. Yeah. Okay, cool. So it's nice and tight for now. So we can just leave it at that level of tension, snip it off. Again, if you play guitar and you don't have one of these tools, you should definitely go get one because, as I said, it snips your strings, it tightens your strings, and it's got a little loop to pull your pins up. So, acoustic guitarist's best friend. This, cool. Who's in the chat? What's going down? Squirrel. Yeah, first one. Oh, your dad's making a space movie. That's awesome. Let me know when it's ready. I'd definitely love to watch it. Joe, yes, Scott, love that song. Song. Oh, I was talking about Two Cats before. I imagine you're probably talking about Two Cats. Yes, I'm glad you like that song, Joe. I'm very proud of it. You poke it in the hole. Yep. There you go. Righto. So I've got one string on the guitar. Need to do the A string now. Now, of course, I've put my A string down on the floor. I'm probably going to struggle to find it. There it is. There you go. Got lucky there. It didn't snake away from me into the carpet. Right. Oh, man. It's going to be crazy playing a gig tomorrow, man. I can't. Yeah. Been too long. I've been missing it so much. I've been missing it more than I realized gigging. You know, it's like I love getting to do stuff in the studio. I love that I've had the time to like develop this place and get better at recording and hopefully get better at all the other aspects, you know. And we got live streams now, which is really fun. I love hanging out with you guys. This is really cool. But yeah, nothing beats a gig, eh? Actually getting out and playing in front of a crowd is just awesome. Right. Oh, there we go. Yep, it's in. So we just want to pull up tension. That's it. And get her up. You don't need to have it resting in the nut to begin with. You know, that comes when you start tightening it. You can move it over. You don't need to have it set exactly in there as you're putting it in the hole in the machine heads. There we go. Got the string in. And we just got to pull it tight. Oh, yeah. There we go. Got it in tight. Yeah. Oh. Let me just tighten that up a bit. like to loosen the pin a little bit. I'll check out what's going on in the chat in a sec. Oh, we lost it. Okay. Horrible sounds. Right. Um, right. Snipping it off. I've got 2 strings now. Right. What's going on in the chat? Boom, 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 boom. Joe. Yes, I was talking about Two Cats. Great tune. Thanks, bud. And then Joe goes on to say, it's these things you do in life that you take for granted. And when you can't do it, you realize actually how valuable it is to you and how much we need to appreciate it. Joe, of course, referring to gigging there. Yes. It's, yeah, you do start to take it for granted. Um, you know, I've played some great gigs in my time, some awful, truly awful gigs in my time. A lot of them tend to be in the middle though, and you wish that they were all great, but they just tend to a lot of time tends to be in the middle, and you do start to take it for granted. Um, there you go. So yeah, I do miss it. You're right there, Joe. Um, we need to appreciate it more once we have it back, which is tomorrow for me. So yay! Squirrel, can you play Two Cats? Not with just 2 strings. Two cats performed on 2 strings. That'd be a crazy video. Once I've got the strings on, I'll play you guys Two Cats. We'll do that, shall we? And any other songs you want me to play? After this building up of tension of putting the strings on. Now we get to the middle 2 strings of the guitar, and the annoying thing is when you take them out, sometimes when you take strings out of the packet, you can feel what each string is just by the thickness of it. You know, but these 2 middle ones are very similar. So you just can't just hold them together and feel it because they blend into one string. So you have to pull them apart and feel. So yeah, so this one's clearly the thicker one, and this is the thinner one. But I always got to check on the packet. Yep, the black one is the D string. So we're just going to pop Mr. Green down on the carpet, get back to restringing. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Oh, we got a third person in the live stream. Hello, hello. Say hello in the live chat if you're not shy. Right. Oh, and a fourth person. Here we go. Right. Okay. So again, just going to pop the pin in and get it going. Right. Right. Wait. Ah. There we go. Right. We've got a string in. What have we got on? Big Keg. Good day, mate. Good day. How you doing, bud? Right. Just restringing a guitar here, as you do. I thought about making a whole YouTube video about restringing your guitar and the best way to do it, but I didn't know if it would be that interesting, so I thought I'd pop it in the live stream instead. Build up some tension till I play some tunes. Right, got it in, got it tight. Voila, got the strings in. Right, now we just need to tighten her up. Big Keg, a job I hate. Yeah, it's not the most fun in the world, I'll admit. I kind of don't mind it though. Especially, it's all so worth it when you get it sounding so good on the other side. Come on. I can see like the reflection of my guitar head in the camera, and it looks so dusty, even though I just spent like 5 minutes dusting it down. Awful. What a terrible job I did. Come on. We're getting there. Nearly there. Ooh. I just sort of like pull the tension up to check that, yeah, it's kind of got a good level of tightness there. I check the pins that they're all kind of balanced. Yep, and then we snip. Got to be careful not to actually like cut the whole string off. I did that once in the past, never again. I'm always very careful doing it now. But yeah, man, not fun when that happens. I had a friend who did it a couple years ago. Like we had a big gig, and he arrived. It was like, yeah, I restrung the guitar, but I accidentally like chopped the top E off, and you go, ah, oh no. What we got on cringe doing the top E? Yeah, I mean they're all a bit cringy, aren't they, man? Yeah. If only they restrung themselves. Maybe one day they will. Maybe one day there'll be a guitar that can restring itself. That's what Apple needs to invent next. Who cares about a new iPhone when you could have the iGuitar that restrings itself and plays itself and doesn't require a musician? Right. Right. Okay. G string. Woo! This is the one Joe mentioned earlier, which can be a bit tricky. Yes. Fun. This is when they start getting a bit more slinky. Wee! Like a very long piece of spaghetti. Has there ever been a piece of spaghetti that big? I'm sure there has been. I'm sure there's some dude or chick in Italy that's made a piece of spaghetti that big, and then it's just gone. Right. I just go a bit nutty on these live streams. Right, okay. Got to get it in the hole. Here we go. Reposition. This is the green one. I like the color green. Right. Let's pop her in the hole. Oh. Right, got her in. Woohoo! Right. There we go. Spin her around and poke her through. Right. Ooh, got it. Right. With the lower strings, when you tighten them up, you hear like a crunch and a crackle because they're thick strings with all those ridges. Yeah. With the high end strings, when you put them in the hole, they don't have that crackle because the ridges are a lot smaller. I like the crackle. It just goes. Yeah, there we go. Big keg, gotta get it in the hole. That's what she said. Wait, there you go. Good advice. If you don't get it in the hole, then you can't play the gig. Ooh, listen to that one. What's the song? It's like, isn't it like a Rage Against the Machine or an Audio Slave song where they're using the... Oh, I heard a ping there. Oh, just got to push the peg back in a bit. It's like a song. No, it's Black Sabbath. It's Iron Man, isn't it? But at the beginning, he's like just detuning the string. It's going. I love that. I love when you can just do funny, weird things like that and make it part of the music. Big Keg, what guitar? What guitar is this? This is a Yamaha APX 500. I think you can actually see the description in the hole. Can you see that? Yeah, I've had this guitar since my last year of school, essentially. I had my first ever paid gig when I was 15, and that was like October 20, not 20, going back, October 2006. This is going back 14 years ago. And yeah, I was in my last year of secondary school. and I played my first ever gig, and I got paid £30, and it was an annoying show though because I didn't have an electroacoustic guitar. I had another acoustic guitar. I don't have any more, unfortunately. Um, but um, but yeah, it was purely acoustic, so they had to mic up the sound hole, and I wanted to move about and do all sorts of stuff, and I couldn't do it while I had a pure acoustic guitar. So I had to level up and get a proper electroacoustic. So me and my uncle, we went to Anderton's in Guildford, and we took along one of my electrics because I had a few electrics at the time. We took along my Epiphone Les Paul, the £30 I made from the gig, and the guy at who worked at Anderton's we'd met a few weeks before, and he said, "Yeah, come along, and we'll give you a discount," you know. And so through trading in my guitar, spending that £30 and the discount, I managed to get this beautiful guitar, which I've absolutely trashed, as you can see by the scars. Yeah, she's been beaten to hell by yours truly, but I love her. Obviously, like quite a small body, you know. Still sounds great, but I would like to in the future get another acoustic one with a much bigger body. Still, I need a cutaway. You know, I go quite high up the neck, so any guitar without a cutaway is just not going to do it to me. So yeah, got to have a cutaway. So yeah, a big acoustic guitar would be really nice, just for recording stuff, and maybe if I'm playing a bigger gig, you know, to change over for like the softer songs that need a bigger sound. Because even though she sounds good in pretty much everything, yeah, other acoustic guitars sound better on those softer songs. This she's really made for like throwing around the stage. Squirrel's going, gotta go. Bye. Oh, see you later, Squirrel. Thanks for being part of the live stream again. You're awesome. Stay awesome. Yeah. Which string do I need? I need the purple string next. Where's it gone? I put the wrong string down on the floor. Oh no. Uh, these ones are even more invisible on the carpet because they just look like nothing. Uh, Florentine body. Sorry, but I'm not actually sure what a Florentine body is. I'm probably I should probably know what that means as a music teacher. Yeah. Florentine body. Can I live stream and Google? We're testing it out right now. Florentine body. Um, Florentine body. Oh, I see. Ah, the cutaway. Ah, so Florentine body is a guitar with a cutaway. Yes. So Florentine style. Um, I have a Cort 600 MF Dreadnought cutaway with the Fishman amp thing built in. Ooh, sounds very quirky. I like the sound of that. Those dreadnoughts. Whenever you got a guitar that's called a dreadnought, you know it's just there. You know, there to do business, there to wage war on sound. Cool, man. Courts, they're cool. I don't think I've ever played a court, but I've seen a lot. I know a lot of people that own courts. So yeah, Dreadnought. I love that someone one day was like, "I'm going to name this guitar the Dreadnought." So badass. Right. Okay. Final two strings got to go in. Right. Let's put her in. Oh, usually it doesn't take me this long to restring my guitar. It doesn't usually take me 44 minutes. Um, but I'm sort of spacing it out to chat as well. Let's curve her around, shoot her through the hole. Boom. Right, got it in. Right. Yeah, now just got to tighten her up. What have we got going on? Big keg. Nice sounds. Yeah. I imagine if it's got Dreadnought in the title, it needs to sound good. Oh man, I don't know what guitar I'd get after this for acoustic. I think it'd be good for me to have a reserve guitar on stage by now, because when I'm playing gigs that are like, I played a set that was like 3 hours long around Christmas time. 3 hours, can you believe that? It's insane. Um, and the fear the whole time is the strings gonna snap, and it'll just annoy the venue owners because they'll be like, "I paid for a 3 hour set, and you only play it for 2 hours and 30 minutes because you spent 30 minutes restringing your guitar. You should get a backup." I don't think I've ever played for a venue with someone who sounds like that, but there you go. There we go. That's number 5 in. Excuse me. Right. Big Keg Court are an underrated brand. Yeah? Oh, cool, man. Well, taking your advice, I'm going to have to try a Court out when I can go back to a guitar store. I found out my friend Mon, who came and visited last week, he works at a guitar store in Epsom, which is in Surrey. And yeah, he started working there a while back. And yeah, it's like, I should come down and try out some of the guitars we got here. So maybe I'll go along to his guitar store and try out a Court. Um, yeah, you give them strings a hard time. I do. I need them to last, man. I need them to last. Even though I ah, got a hanger on there. I got a free pack of Didarios, because I change strings quite a lot. As I said earlier on, when I'm gigging, and I'm playing like 3 or 4 nights a week, when when I'm really on it, um, I need to be changing strings, maybe after the second or third show if I'm playing like really long sets. So, so yeah, I need to have a free pack like nearly every week. So that's like £15. So it's like £5 per set of strings. So, this is why I charge money for gigs, because I got to pay for the strings. Damn it. Yeah. Right, we got one more string to go, but I've got to snip this one first. There you go, Lucille. My guitar's called Lucille. You got a nice fresh coat of strings. Cool. What do you normally use? These are the strings I normally use. I've been using Didarius for as long as I can remember. The phosphor bronze style. I haven't tried loads of different strings. Honestly, I found this one. I like the sound of it, so I've been using it for like 10 years. I have used other strings in the meantime. When I lived in Winchester, the local guitar shop Hayward's, which is still there, and I hope will still be open after lockdown, because um, I still like to go in whenever I'm in Winchester. But yeah, Brian, the guy who runs the shop, Brian Hayward, he made his own strings. Like he would, yeah. Sorry, yeah, he put together his own string packs, and so I used his brands for quite a while. But then obviously, like being away from home, sometimes you're on the road, and you need to go pick up another brand of strings. So this would always just be my default. Whenever I couldn't get the Hayward's ones, I would use these ones. So yeah, that's where I'm at these days. Love the Didario. What strings do you use, man? Um, are interested to hear which ones you use. These ones are 12s. Um, so I do lots of bends and things like that as part of my playing. I love bends, so I need to be able to bend my strings. And yeah, maybe if I used a thicker gauge, they wouldn't snap as much. Anyway, time to put the last string on. Last peg. Right. Let's get her in the hole. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. And then we just pull her up, tighten her up here. tighten her up. Now we just gotta. What have we got? Big Keg. I'm an Ernie Ball fan. Got them on everything. Yeah, Ernie Balls are cool. I use Ernie Ball on my electric guitars. Power slinkies. That's what I use most of the time. Sometimes when I want to play in like drop C or something, when I'm like in a really heavy mood and want to play some Queens of the Stone Age, I'll put some not even slinky slinkies on my Telecaster. Oh, nearly there. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, there we go. That's some good tension. Just adjusting pin height, making everything. Starting to get some crunch and some crackle up there. I think after 14 years, she finally needs a service after many, many gigs to like adjust the action and everything. Because, yeah, she's an old beast. Right, let's snip her down. Right, okay, cool. Right, she's all restrung. Right, just put her aside for a sec. Oh. Okay, poke. Now I just need to take the little stranglers that I'm like sitting around. I'm sure there's some creative, very artistic guitarist out there who like takes these and does something with them. Maybe like makes them into something else, or you know, I don't know, does something with them. I like to think somewhere out there, someone is getting some use out of the little bits you snip off the top. And then I just take one of the little snips and like tie it around. So there's sort of something keeping it in place. New nut and bridge. Yeah, man, you're right. I probably need a new nut and bridge. Yeah. Yeah, it's time. Of all the things I really need to get, on top of getting some monitor speakers for my recording setup, yeah, getting a new nut and bridge in my acoustic, it's definitely up there. I'm just gonna poke that away. Boom. Right, now I've got to tune the guitar, which means I can put this little guy away and get my clip-on tuner out, little clippy. Oh man, do you remember back in the day on the computers when you had a little clippy, a little helpful paper clip that'd help you out? Was that Microsoft Word or was it? I can't remember. I miss Clippy. I think they should have kept him around. You know, maybe gave him like a sort of update. But yeah, he'll resurface one day. Anyway, got one of these little Korg clip-on tuners. Fantastic piece of kit. Not actually mine technically. Yeah. The charity I work for technically owns this, but I bought it and claimed it back, so it lives with me. Thankfully, I didn't leave it at my place of work before being, going into lockdown. So I've had it for this whole time. So yay me. What's going down? Got a chick who makes bracelets out of my old strings. Cool. That's really, really cool. Bracelets, yeah. That's creative. I like that. I need to find someone in my life that can do the same. So yeah, I hate waste. I like being able to like reuse stuff. Yeah, man. Cool. Right, let's tune the guitar and maybe I'll play a song. We'll see what happens. Might get crazy up in here. No idea what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. Oh man, I was originally supposed to be playing a gig today. Now it's tomorrow, so got to find something to do today. I wonder what we'll do. Oh, wow. That one's on an E. Okay. Now, the thing that's about me and my guitar is that my guitar is not tuned to E. It's tuned down to D. When I was 15, I sort of fell in love with Neil Young's music. I really wanted to play Sugar Mountain, but I realised his guitar was tuned down to D. And so, unless I tuned down to D, I wouldn't be able to play Sugar Mountain the way he did on his acoustic guitar. So, I tuned it all down to D and learned Sugar Mountain, but then I just never tuned it back up to E. And so it just frustrated the hell out of my bandmates for years, because usually we'd just be able to look at what the other person's doing. Yeah. Anywho, right. Big Keg. Oh, you got to go. Oh, cool. Thanks for sticking around, buds. Thanks for all the chat. It's been great. Stay awesome. See you next time. Yeah, man. So yeah, everything's down in D. All right. Oh, F sharp down to F. This one's B, so it's got to be A. Got to be A. There you go. Sit around there. This one's got to be D. There you go. We're getting there. There we go. Oh. Right. We'll call it there.